It is 11:01 a.m. We will begin this regular meeting of the Lake County Board of County Commissioners. If I could please ask that everyone in the room please turn off or at least silence your cell phones. And we will move on to the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let's take a look at the agenda, make sure we all approve that and get a motion on that.
I move to approve the agenda.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, do a vote?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Alright, agenda is approved. Community information items. There's always, I'll go ahead and go first unless anyone is chomping at the bit.
Go for it.
Okay. Shoulder seasons are always a time I wanna make sure everyone is aware of, mental health. I know we have other times of the year that are kind of designated to that, but these huge transitions we deal with up here in Lake County, they're hard for people, you know, like it seems like moving from summer into winter time, it's massive, and, just check in on your friends, check in on your buddies, pay attention to your neighbors, and, make sure everybody's alright out there. It's really the only thing I kind of had on my mind lately.
I have nothing.
Well, I wanted to give major kudos to the Legacy Foundation and the Dream Chasers and Ty Hall for all the service that he has done, and gratitude for Jeff, who stepped into the bike Dream Chaser, and gratitude for Rodrigo, who just finished his last time as a running Dream Chaser. And last week we had a meeting with the various agencies who are working on the La Plata fire. I just wanted to take this opportunity to let people know that just because there's smoke doesn't mean that it's growing. That we're kind of in a smoldering hold with the La Plata fire, and it's still being monitored really closely. There's still a crew out there, and we might have to wait until a significant saturation event like our snowpack to really see the smoke go fully away. That's it from me.
Great, yeah, thanks for, updating on the fire situation. You kinda get all this rain and it's sort of like, oh, it must be good, but literally and metaphorically, we're not out of the woods yet.
Oh yeah, we did get downgraded to moderate
Yes.
fire danger.
And the dirt is awesome out on the trails, so. Meeting recordings are available, a reminder to the public. Looks like we need to admit Andy. A reminder that all regular meetings and work sessions are recorded and available on the Lake County Government YouTube channel with transcribed and indexed videos. The recordings can be watched at a time that's best for you. Subscribe to stay informed on county decisions. Public comment is available for residents wishing to speak on an agenda item or another issue not on the agenda. To make public comment, residents may request to speak by raising your hand in person, using the raise hand feature in Zoom, and sending a message in the chat. The chair will call on the public in order. Comment is limited to 3 minutes, not including board questions. Action, if required, will be assigned to county staff. The chair may also ask that public comment on specific agenda items be held for later in the meeting. In certain instances, public comment will not be accepted, such as on public hearing items noted on the agenda. First on the agenda today, do we have any public comment? Anyone in the room? Anyone online? Okay, moving on. Agenda item number 1. Calendar, work session, and regular meeting agenda review. This will be led by Sandra Pettis, Executive Administrative Assistant. Thank you, Sandra.
Of course, good morning. Start with calendar for next week, September 8th. Let's see. Okay, Southern Colorado Economic Development District SCED board meeting is from 2:30 PM to 4:30 PM. Planning Commission has their meeting from 4 to 6. Lake County School District Board of Education regular meeting from 5:30 to 8. And Housing Coalition monthly meeting from 6 to 8. Sorry, make sure I'm sure. Moving on to the 9th. You have your regular work session in the morning from 9 to noon. Your afternoon work session from 1 to 4. And Lake County Public Library Board of Trustees meeting is from 6:30 PM to 8. Wednesday the 10th, community coffee from 8:30 to 10. Arkansas Basin Roundtable Executive Board meeting happens from 10:30 to noon. You have your Wednesday work session from 10:30 to 12. And Arkansas Basin Roundtable regular meeting happens from 12:30 to 3. And I did put those on your calendar since they just never have.
Thank you so much.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
appreciate that.
Just
What
for
is
awareness.
CEU Wednesday? Does that ring a bell to anyone?
Wanna click on it?
Is that a CCI thing?
No,
Colorado Gov.
it's for the continuing education unit for the VSO.
Oh, okay,
CEU,
yeah.
continuing education unit.
Harry.
Yeah, you can join VSO
Gotcha.
webinars and trainings.
Okay.
You're invited to those.
September 11th, Thursday, Lake County Open Space Initiative LaCosi meeting is from 9 AM to 12 PM at CMC. Leadville Sanitation District Board of Directors meeting is from 3:15 to 5 PM. And Lake County Tourism Panel monthly meeting is from 8:30 AM to 10:30 AM. And Friday the 12th, Fire Management Board Budget Work Session is from 9 AM to 10:30 AM at City Hall. And Twin Lakes Community Coffee is from 9 to 10. Any questions on calendar? Let's take a look at upcoming agendas. the 9th at 9 AM. Have a quick calendar review with me. And then from 9:15 to 10:15, we'll have Dana Foley from CTSI for a 5-year loss analysis report. And from 10:15 to 12, review and discussion of the designation of fire suppression ponds in Lake County. We gave this some extra time, we've got quite a few people joining. If we end early, great, if not, we've got plenty of time.
Cool, good thinking.
1 PM. We have super fun training on the County Board of Equalization hearings. We do have some extra time after this in case anything needs to get scheduled, but other than that, if this goes to 2:30, then we can just end early. And then on the 10th. Ten 10:30 to 11:15, overview and presentation of the Western Rail Coalition's 2025 statewide transportation plan for Colorado. This will be led by Mike Court from the Western Rail Coalition. This is also a spot where we've got a little extra time if we need it. So that's it for work sessions next week. The 9/16 regular meeting is just a rough draft at this point. Take a quick look. We'll have the amended resolution for county board and position appointments. Discussion and consideration of an agreement between Lake County and Reynolds, Ash and Associates to be the architect of record for Lake County Courthouse renovation project. Overview and updates on the housing at 10,200 foot project. It says inches. Discussion and consideration of an amendment to the PSA with Marson Engineering, led by Jackie. And then hopefully we'll have this ready. It's an amendment to the PSA with Digital Dev to continue tech support for the senior citizens. And we have some more stuff to add to this, so like I said, rough draft, but that is it for now.
Sandra, do you know when our work session on our budget is?
Yes, that is the 23rd.
Okay.
Yeah. We wanted to schedule that when Liz was back. So yeah.
Thank you.
And that should be, I think that's already noted on your calendar invite for that specific work session.
Cool, thank you.
Everybody saw Tamara's email about her work session.
Yeah, and I reached out again today. There was a lot of back and forth just because there's so many groups involved, so I just wanted to see if we had landed on a specific kind of time frame, and then I'll throw out what you guys have available in that week, because I think there was like maybe 1 week that kind of worked for everybody else involved. So, yeah, we're working on that.
So I would stand her in, but we didn't all respond because it seemed that there's a big change of everybody feeling different about when to meet, so I thought
Right.
let them all get on the same
Earlier,
page and
later.
then have standard.
Yeah, and the city's kind of in our boat with budget season coming up, so let's try to get it done in September if we can. Okay, back to this.
She called to lobby for that, so
Okay,
thought I'd pass that on. I think it's important.
Yeah,
I didn't
Well, it's-
anticipate any of us would have a pushback on it other than to let them figure out what their schedule was before we.
I'd just really
Yeah.
like to see what their data or what their reports are on any of the call lines, any of the, you know, what kind of concerns they got from the community, because I have not heard very much on my end, and my boots on the ground observations were like, I couldn't hear any of the race stuff this year.
Yeah.
So usually I can hear it out in the woods by my house, the loudspeakers and stuff, and I didn't hear any of it this year, but I know, that's just one example, so I don't, I'm curious to hear what other people have to say.
Yeah, it'd be good to talk about it while it's fresh in everybody's minds.
Mm-hmm.
But I think their paramedics have to be in
this year.
pretty, yeah,
Yeah.
so we wanna get them that feedback before we're
Before July.
yes. Well before July.
Alright. Unless you have any questions for me, then you're set to move.
Okay,
Thank you, Sandra.
If you
thank you, Sandra.
You're welcome.
Agenda item number 2, discussion and consideration of an option to create a limited liability corporation or LLC with the Leadville Lake County Regional Housing Authority to achieve tax exempt status for the Housing at 10-2 project. Led by, are you taking this one, Melissa?
I'm not, I was just
Okay.
saying, yeah, I didn't realize Jackie wasn't here, but I can take the lead in that.
Okay, we had a pretty good discussion on this
Yeah.
already, I personally don't have any questions, speaking for myself.
Yeah, I was just gonna give you all an update in terms of, Ashley Koppel, the attorney for the Housing Authority, is working on the draft operating agreement to go with the LLC. So today, we're just asking for authorization to form the LLC, so we can get that filing done as soon as possible.
Okay, do either you guys have any further questions, concerns on that?
Do you wanna do it?
Yeah, I don't have the verbiage correct.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll move to approve the adoption and creation of a limited liability corporation with the Leadville Lake County Regional Housing Authority to achieve tax exempt status for the Housing at 10-2 project.
I'll second that.
Do a vote?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, alright. Let it be created. Moving on, agenda item number 3, discussion and consideration of file 25-23, a conditional use permit for an accessory dwelling unit located at 138 Lang Street in Twin Lakes, Colorado, zip code 81251. A note on this was approved at a joint public hearing of the planning commission, so no further public comment will be taken. This will be led by Melissa Kendrick, Community Planning and Development Deputy Director. Hi Melissa,
Good morning.
good morning.
Yeah, so this was heard by the planning commission and they did make a favorable recommendation. As you probably read in the staff report, what the applicant is doing is bringing an existing ADU into compliance with the zoning, so this already exists. And so we evaluated it. One of the important things to think about in the village are our septic systems. And so this property was actually replatted so that the primary dwelling unit and the ADU are served by this septic system. And that septic system has some limits to it. And one of the limits is regarding the ADU. So they can only have 2 people occupying that unit. And so this application is being conditioned, and that is one of the conditions, and a really important one, given that location. So there are actually 5 conditions of approval. The first one involves a lid on the septic tank that needs to be fastened. And the next 3 are from the fire district, which are simple things like making sure the address is visible from the road, that there are smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors within the units. So those are the safety concerns. So with those 5 conditions of approval, we're recommending this favorably to you.
Okay, I'll move to approve file number 25-23 with the 5 listed conditions, which is a CUP for an ADU at 138 Lang Street.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, we don't need to verbally list out those 5 conditions, they're,
They're
listed.
listed.
okay, cool. To a vote?
Aye.
Aye? Alright. ADU approved. Moving on to the consent agenda. Thank you, Melissa.
Yeah, thank you.
Commissioners, one quick note on one item that's on the consent agenda is the approval of the updated civil rights policy for the Department of Human Services. We're still working on a few minor revisions to that, so if with that one in particular, if you could just approve pending final legal review so we can get that finalized. Nothing substantive, it's just not in final form today.
Okay, so
Which number is
approval, number 7.
Number 7, sorry.
Okay. Want to do it?
Yes.
I'll move to approve the consent agenda.
I move to approve the consent agenda.
Pending final legal
Pending.
review of number 7.
Thank you. Pending legal review of
Item number 7.
item number 7.
Second that.
Alright, to a vote?
Aye.
Aye. Alright. All packet materials for agenda items are available upon request. To subscribe to email or text notifications, please visit www.lakecountyco.gov/list.aspx. And with that, we will conclude today's regular meeting of Lake County Board of County Commissioners.
Thank you.
That was lightning fast.
Yeah, well done.